Let me start with my clarion call for the series number 14. The clarion call is all white people in Palestine claiming to be Jews are in fact invaders and they must leave. And the hashtag is invaders must leave Palestine. Look for that hashtag on Twitter, on social media. Put it on your social media. Invaders must leave Palestine. Let us make it trend. Let us make it the only uh, hashtag that matters. I know there is free Palestine. I know there is end the occupation. Then what? If you free Palestine and you end the occupation and the invaders are still there, is that a solution? In my view, I consider the solution to be that the invaders leave. They've been in Palestine for 100 years, 75 years, or for whatever time. Let them leave. They will find a place they can go to. They must leave Palestinian land. Only 5%, at the most 7% of that land was bought. The rest they took by force. The rest they stole. So they must leave. And therefore, remember our hashtag, invaders must leave Palestine. Today's topic is the joy of others is your joy. The introduction says, the joy of others can bring us immense happiness and fulfillment in our lives. The key to experiencing this joy is to shift our focus away from ourselves and towards the needs and desires of those around us. When we are able to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and truly understand their perspective, we begin to feel a sense of connection and empathy that can bring us great joy. This is because we are social creatures by nature, and our happiness is closely linked to our relationship with others. When we are able to make someone else happy, we feel a sense of purpose and fulfillment that can be difficult to find in other areas of our lives. I don't want to say that my messages were ordained. I am not the kind. But the coincidence is just amazing. Now, the people who need our joy, the people who need our help most so that they can receive joy and so that we can also receive joy are Palestinians. And my clarion call is still the same. The core problem in Palestine is invasion. Palestine has some white people who call themselves Jews and they don't belong there. These people must leave. Our hashtag, therefore, is invaders must leave Palestine. Use it, share it, retweet all the messages. Let us make it trend. Let us make the main topic that one, that invaders must leave. Because, of course, you have free Palestine. You know, you say from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. How can Palestine be free if the invaders are still there? Palestinians are not ready to share their land. They rejected the UN Resolution 181 in 1947. They fought immediately that resolution was passed. The UN passed a resolution that was rejected, and therefore, as far as Palestinians are concerned, that country called Israel does not exist. There is no two-state solution. That was arm twisting by one of the Palestinian leaders. He was arm twisted to accept the 1967 two-state solution. That is nonsense. If you are to go to Kenya and ask if you are there during the Mau Mau War and ask the Mau Mau to share their land with the white people occupying their land, they would never accept. Kenya never accepted to share its land with the white people. Well, a few were left, but majority left. South Africa made a mistake. Mandela made a major mistake. The white people should have been expelled. All of them. If any, very few friendly ones should have been left. The truth is that we cannot exist with people we object to. If we object to people, we can't be forced to like them. And they didn't come in a friendly way. It's not the same way you move to an estate and you find a neighbor who says hello and brings you a cup of coffee and you visit and your children play with each other. That is different. And those we accept, they are friendly people. These other invaders came and took things by force. In fact, they used their guns to kill, to force. These people are invaders. They can never be accepted. They will never be accepted. So it's high time that we collectively think of only one thought, that all people in Palestine claiming to be Jews are in fact invaders, and they must leave. They must leave and go back to Europe, go back to the US, and go somewhere. Europe can accommodate them. After all, Europe has already accepted whatever it is they are doing. Europe has pretended that what they are doing is good. Let them take back their cousins, their uncles, their brothers, their grandparents, their wives. Let them take them back. All white people must return to Europe. And those that have recently come from the US, go back. Jews are Jews, followers of a religion. They are not a race. There is no tribe of Israel called Jews. Judeans are not Jews. Jesus was never a Jew. Jesus, if you consider the story of Jesus to be true, Jesus was never a Jew. Jesus was a Judean. And Judaism didn't exist in his days. And even that time he rejected whatever religion those indigenous people then had. So let us focus on one issue that will resolve all other issues, that invaders must leave. And they must leave the earliest possible. The universe is desperate to move on to other issues. We need to become highly evolved human beings. We need to move to the next level. And Jews, the people who've been nourished by the Talmud are just, how can I describe them? There was a word that was coming to my mind. They are a stain in humanity, a stain that must be washed away, a stain that must be removed, because these people are evil. Their evil cannot be changed in any way. You've seen the way you argue with them on the internet and they bring out rubbish repeat it over and over and over again until they get you really angry. That is, of course, their intention. You get you angry. And then you forget the main issue. The main issue is that they are invaders. They are in Palestine illegally. They should leave. Once they leave, all the issues of Palestine are removed. So today's message is that we pay attention to the Palestinians. We give them our thoughts, but only that bit where we call for the Jews to leave Palestine. Once we do that, retweet our hashtag, invaders must leave Palestine, develop topics around that, make our core message, our main message, that the white people in Palestine are invaders and they must leave. That way we will be able to unite in one thought, that these invaders are not meant to be in Palestine and they must leave. Once we focus that, our collective thinking will start to have an impact. Let us not focus on the minor things. Let's stop arguing with this nonsense, these people on the internet. Let us repeat the same message. There's no question about it. Palestinians, the white people calling themselves Jews in Palestine are invaders and they must leave. That is the only topic. Anything else, arguing with them about their history and all those Bible stories and the rest of the nonsense, they are diverting our thinking. And they're very clever. They are diverting our collective thinking, our focus. Let us focus on only that one thing, that the people in Palestine, the white people in Palestine calling themselves Jews, are invaders and they must leave. The hashtag is invaders must leave Palestine. Just that, all discussions, that should be your response. All of them. Invaders must leave Palestine, and retweet and retweet and retweet and retweet until the collective mind of everyone is on our side. Until that is the only topic to talk about. Palestine, the only topic to talk about is not the detail. Let us not focus on the detail of children dying, the detail of starvation and bombings. That is the detail. If we remove the invaders, then the detail will not be there. So let us focus on the main issue, that the white people in Palestine are actually invaders and they must leave.